Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the newest beginner guide video, and today I will try to give you the best beginner tips and tell you what you should avoid and what you should pay attention to when you start the game, because there are a few things that I personally totally messed up when I started playing Magic Awakened, and you should not make this mistake. So let's just start. So one of the first mistakes I personally did is I upgraded every card in the game, and it was just wrong, because in the beginning it feels like you have unlimited amount of gold and cards are easy to level up and everything. And it's true, in the beginning it is indeed easy, you have somehow enough gold and it's not that big of a problem. But once the cards get higher and higher, you will realize they get more and more expensive, and gold will be a big problem. So you should spend your gold very wisely. Here just an example of me. I could like upgrade all my cards that are upgradable, and I would be spellbook level 77, so I would get like 3 levels, but I don't have the amount of gold. And yeah, I know, you should definitely only upgrade the cards that you need, or upgrade cards that you think like, okay, I will maybe potentially play them in the future. The wisest thing would also be to upgrade the cards that you could use in multiple decks. For example, Opogno. Opogno is a card you can use in Hermione, in Harry, in Bella, and so on. So it's a card that you can use in multiple echoes, multiple decks. So it is a very wise card to level up. Ashwinder, well, you can use it in a Newt, you can use it in Hermione deck, you can use it in a Hagrid deck. Also not a bad card. That's just a small example, but there are other cards like that. But obviously, you can also just upgrade cards that are just good in one deck or so. Let's say Locomotor is mainly used in Hagrid, and yeah, even though you don't really use it in other echoes, go on. If that's your main deck, of course, upgrade it. But what I meant is that, I know, for example, let's take a card you never play, like the Spiders, for example. If you never play that card, well, it's better to skip that card and not upgrade it, even though you could maybe upgrade it by 2 levels and potentially push your spellbook level. If you don't really need that extra spellbook level, it's better to just wait and, yeah, use your resources on cards you really need. For real, trust me. So next step is Duels. You can get 3 keys per day from Duels. They will either be silver keys or golden keys. It's always random, but yeah, very important to do that. You can also get like gold every day. Right now in Magic Awakened it is 500 gold per day, and you can get 20 gems per day also in Duels. So very important to do that. Don't skip on that. It's a very good resource. Here we are in the forest, and also here you can get 1 key per day, because you get every day 1 extra try in the Haunted Hollow. That's the multiplayer forest. You can obviously also do it solo if you're strong enough, whatever, but here you get like 1 chance per day to do a run with rewards, and this run will give you a key. And once again, it's random if it is a silver key or golden key, but it's a very good resource of income. Since we are already in the forest, we can just talk quickly about it. So we already talked about the Haunted Hollow. You get like 1 try per day. You can stack them up to 7 tries. And if you have 7 tries, you will not get any more free tries until you used at least 1 of them, because 7 is the maximum. On the other hand, we have Deathly Dell. It's like the longer run with 20 levels, and you get 2 tries per week. 2 tries per week, not 1 per day, 2 tries per week. You get better rewards, and you should definitely use them. Right now it gets resetted every Monday. It will maybe change in the future, but right now it gets resetted on Monday, so yeah, use them while you can. Okay, let's check now solo exploration. So this is obviously, as it already says in the title, solo forest. Every level needs somehow a bit of a different deck, but it's a very important thing to do, because it will boost your daily rewards. Just a reminder, with level 18, if you beat that stage, you get your first Bellatrix Echo. Bellatrix, definitely one of the most wanted echoes, one of the most fun, personally in my opinion, echoes, and yeah, you will unlock it at level 18. And very important to know, you unlock the car at level 5. Once you beat level 5, you get the car. What is the car? Let's check it out. So here you can see the small car in front of me. Tuck, you click it and you get like rewards. Every day, every hour, it gets like rewards for you while you're AFK, and you can just get it like after a short amount of time. For example, here, this was like farming now already for 7 hours. I got even a legendary echo, which is always like very good and lucky. And like you get gold, or resources, crystals, and so on. Here you can see how it looks like. Here level 5 you can obviously still not get any legendary echoes or so. Level 10 you unlock the first time epic echoes. It's not a guarantee, but you have a chance to get them. And at level 25 you unlock the chance to get legendary echoes, which is super good. So yeah, very important to do solo runs, because you get like passive income the whole time, which is super important. Okay, so when you enter the solo forest, there's one thing you can do before entering a stage. You can just watch a video. Let's say I'm now on level 17. I can click on it and I can see like people who already beat that level, and I can just copy the deck and try the same. Very helpful in the beginning. I didn't know it until very recently. So yeah, it's very good. Let's talk quickly about echoes, because echoes, as you can see, we have a few echoes here. Each echo is like your special ability in your deck. Like Harry pushes the strength of like low level spell cards. Dobby can teleport. Newt gives you like an extra 1 MP summon for each 3 played summons, and so on and so on. So you should be very wisely with spending crystals on echoes, because okay, it looks also, it's like gold in the beginning. It's like, it's a very easy resource to get. I don't need a lot of it, whatever, you don't think a lot about it, but trust me, it's a very hard to get resource, and you will need so much of it. So you would need to spend it very wisely. So on rare and common echoes, just don't even waste crystals on it. It's just not worth it at all. Yeah, you can use a bit of crystals on an epic echo if you don't have the legendaries unlocked yet, but also there be very careful, because you will get the legendary echoes sooner than you expected, right? In your first, let's say, 2 months of playing time, you should be able to get your legendary echoes without a doubt. So it's better to keep that resources for the legendary echoes, because it's still a huge difference between legendary and epic echoes. Okay, let's now pretend I would want to upgrade an echo. Here we go, to upgrade it, because the echoes, they show you like, it's always random which cards you see, and these cards are boosted by the echo. So one circle here means like it boosts that specific card by 1 level if you play this echo on the deck. And when you want to fully upgrade an echo, you can just use the money and the crystals for it. But that's the thing, you should never fully upgrade an echo immediately, because if the first few cards are already bad, well, just skip it. It's not even worth to spend crystals or money on it. But you don't even need to immediately spend crystals on it. Let's just say you have legendary echoes already unlocked, then you don't need epic ones or rare ones or so. So you can just use the epic ones, rare ones, and so on to unlock like the other cards, and you don't need to spend the crystals on it. So here, like, let's just take an example. Here you can upgrade it. Yeah, the other cards were bad either way, but if this card would be bad and the next one too, even though the first 3 are good, it maybe means that you should like skip that echo. It sounds a bit confusing, but once you play the game you will totally understand what I mean. And yeah, like, all the resources are very valuable and you should be very careful with all of them. You also have some daily tasks and you should obviously do them, because as you see, some rewards are pretty nice. 2 golden keys, 4 silver keys, gems, gold, whatever. You have like 4 daily quests per day, but don't worry, if you don't manage to do them all in the same day, you still have the chance to do them during the week also. As you can see here, I haven't done like one quest like 2 days ago, yesterday also missing one. I can just do them today and it's fine. You don't lose out on anything. Super easy. rewards are good. You should do them every day also to level up your magic pass. Even if you just have the free magic pass, it's free rewards. And yeah, why not? Okay, so in the forest you get also the thank you notes. Depending on with how many people you play, you get more or less thank you notes. And if it's like the first time that that person does the forest run, you get an extra daily note. So thank you note, sorry. You can get up to 3 notes per run, and you can farm up to 10 per day. If you don't do it one day, you can then farm like 20 the next day. If you also don't farm it that day, you will be able to farm 30 thank you notes that day, and so on. It can stack up to 50 in one day, but I hope you get the idea of what I mean. And then with those thank you notes, you can buy monthly rewards or weekly rewards. For example, I want the epic token. I just need 5. I have 8. Very valuable. Like, the tokens are very valuable, especially like the epic ones. The legendary ones, I will definitely not manage to get the legendary ones, sadly. Now it's my fault, I didn't have enough time this month, but yeah, you can get amazing rewards, especially the tokens. And yeah, and to farm them, there is also let's say a simpler way. Okay, so let's say I would like to just farm a bit of thank you notes. I don't need to go to my highest level that I'm at. I could just go to level 1. I don't want to waste like any daily reward price, because otherwise I would just get like the echoes from level 1, which I don't want. And if you don't have this like activated, you can still get the thank you notes. Very important is to at least use 2 NPCs. If you don't want to play with 3 players and just by yourself, just use 2 NPCs and then do the run, and then you will get thank you notes. Because if you do the run by yourself alone, you just don't get any thank you notes, and that misses the point. And yeah, like after a while you will be able to do level 1 by yourself with NPCs without a problem. But yeah, level 1 very easy, you can farm it, yeah, as long as you have like 3 thank you notes tries left per day. And yeah, I hope I explained it very well. Okay, so let's come to the gems. Gems is a very high valuable resource, and you should watch out on where to spend them. One thing for sure, don't spend them on keys. It's the worst value you can get. I did it myself already, but it's definitely not the smartest way to spend your gems on. So this is the worst value you can get. There are just way better options to spend your gems on. For example, right now we have the mystery wheel. Well, I already spinned it, but you have like way better rewards. It's a better value. For example, you can get the wand that gives you +1 resurrection in dueling, and exploration MP regeneration +8%. Yeah, you can get a lot of good stuff, also like golden keys and so on. It's usually a better reward or more rewarding than just to spend the keys on the books. And every month you get like a special card pull event with a different card each month. For example, we had one month where we could get like Ron with a higher probability of getting drawn, Opalai last month, and this month they introduced a new card, Diabolica Protego. So, and these specific cards during the event period, they have a higher chance of getting pulled on that specific event. Like drawing it one time or pulling it one time costs just 150 gems, and it's just cheaper than to just buy golden keys or so on. And if you want that specific card, you should invest your gems on it, but only invest your gems if you have at least enough gems to do it 50 times, because if you pull it 50 times, you get that specific card 100%. So it sounds very complex, but it's one of the best ways to spend your gems on. Let's come to the daily items. So first of all, free-to-play players should not invest in those kind of things like with the gems and so on, because yeah, it goes faster away than we just think. But what you should do, you should buy like tokens and cards you really need with gold. That's totally fine. Let's just say like you need Inflatius, it's there for a bit of gold. Just buy it. Same with tokens. But unless you really need it, I would not suggest to buy something with gems. Unless, yeah, you need one card to get that card maxed out, then you can also invest in a wild card also. But yeah, I would not recommend it. One more very important thing is when you play the game, you should try to discover Hogwarts. So around the castle, in the castle and everything, because from time to time you can find some hidden treasures also. Here, this is a treasure I haven't opened yet. Inspect it and you get some free rewards, free gems, free gold and everything. It's great, right? Keep in mind, these things don't respawn, they are just a one-time thing. Maybe the game will get resetted every month, we don't know that yet. But yeah, there are a lot of hidden treasures and so on, so yeah. Go around Hogwarts, try to discover every inch of it, and maybe you will find a reward, and it's definitely worth it. So one also super important thing is that you should join a team. Like here I'm in Order of Merlin right now, and it's important because you can trade cards with them. Like obviously you need tokens for it, but you need a team to trade cards, and this is super important because you can just trade cards away that you don't use at all for cards that you use. And it's very good and a very easy way to upgrade your cards. One more thing you should definitely do is team adventures once you're in a team. So here you can already see all the rewards I can get here from my team, so it's definitely worth it. Legendary token, epic token, golden key, here the curious card pack and everything. Very good stuff. So it's definitely worth it, and for each run I do, each attempt I do, you have 2 attempts per day, and for each attempt I get like 50 of those currency of team crests. So this means 100 per day, and for example the epic token costs 500, so do it 5 days in a row or 5 days in the week and you can get the epic trade token once per week. So it's super worth it. You should not miss out on that. A very easy way to get like even more resources. And yeah, I think this is it from this video. A lot of informations. You will probably be like, oh my god, my head is exploding. I have no clue what to do with all of these informations, but yeah, those are just things I didn't know at the beginning of the game when I started playing it, and I think it can help out some of the new players. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. What do you think about this small beginner guide? I hope I gave you some rough ideas about what to do, what not to do, or what is super important, especially what you should pay attention to in the beginning. And yeah, I would say this is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I see the community is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, a lot of new subs here. The global hype is real, and I'm also super hyped for it. So yeah, thanks for the support, guys. I hope this video helped you out, and I would say see you on the next video. Bye bye.